say definitively that religions are all bullshit.
Amen, brother.
Well, you know me, I don't buy it to BS.
I get paid to sign.
I don't fit into human nature.
Do not marry here.
What the hell was my point?
Welcome to Brainstorm, the home of hardcore skepticism. Woo-free since 2013. These skeptical atheists started a podcast to help spread critical thinking, skepticism, and some philosophic and scientific literacy. Host Corey is joined by Lana, Destin, Brad, Mike, Rennie, and Dave as they discuss news, politics, science, philosophy, and religion in a fun and intelligent way. And now it's time to open your mind to the Brainstorm.
I have to say, our opening music is really kick-ass, and so is our announcer there. I really love her accent, but if she could pronounce Renee's name properly, that would kick ass.
although Rennie through a British accent isn't that bad.
Yeah,
I've
for
heard
some
ways-
reason, the Scottish lilt.
yeah, it's not that bad. I've heard worse.
She's got one of those accents. I think she could say it and she could say anything in that accent.
Yeah.
And it would sound just
Yeah,
fine.
it'll be fine. I've heard way worse butchering of my name.
She could read the phone book and it would be good.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Brainstorm. This is episode 33 on...
33.
Yeah, 33.
Fuck's sake.
We're actually approaching our 2-year anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Strippers and Coke.
Strippers and Coke. Yeah.
That's every year anniversary, isn't it?
Today is October 30th, 2015. I'm Corey, and tonight I've got with me Renee,
Hello.
Mike, Raz,
Yo.
and Gumby is coming later.
Gumby up, I guess.
So he says, anyway.
So he claims. We'll have to disprove it or verify it later.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah. He just planned on shutting his mic off anyway, so.
I mean, that's what he gets when he's not here.
All right.
I'm not a scientist, but if I can tell you your science sucks, then your science really sucks.
Okay, so this is the Woo report for this week. The WHO International Panel on Cancer released a statement to the press letting everyone know that processed meats are just as bad as smoking. Or did they?
No, they did.
Sort of. There's a bit of a discretion.
People are confused about the classification system.
Yes.
Oh,
If only there was some sort of repository of like all of the Earth's information that you could access from the convenience of your own, say, fucking telephone.
No, I think what really happened was they confused what smoked meat was. They tried to light up a salami, and that's...
Yeah. Well, smoked meat falls within the processed category.
Yeah.
I'm sure how like rolling a joint of, bacon or something, I'm sure that would eventually give you cancer.
That would be unhealthy.
Smoking bacon, yeah.
Bacon.
Mind equals blown. Never thought of that one.
Challenge to get that lit like that would be astronomical.
Shit, eh?
Where there's a will, there's a way.
It would just have to be really dry.
Yeah.
That's all.
And
No grease. Grease would be bad.
And a hot enough fire.
Grease fire.
Wait a minute, smoking a grease fire. That doesn't sound like fun at all. I would have had a moment to think about that.
Yeah.
Let's not.
Let's avoid that, hey?
So yeah, bacon.
Not as bad as smoking, actually, as far as risk goes.
No shit.
Yeah.
You don't fucking say.
Yeah, I do
That's
say,
crazy.
as a matter of fact.
Well, you and who else?
Well, apparently there's a number of people who have brought this to our attention. The ranking system doesn't actually determine risk. It determines the level of evidence to the fact that it possibly could cause cancer.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
So,
And that someone who ate bacon one time got cancer at one time, and
yes,
that happened a whole bunch of times.
So aren't these meats like class 1 or something, or is it 1A or something?
Yeah, no, it's there's four classes, right? We've got class 1, which is probably carcinogenic.
Like smoking.
Well,
asbestos.
The level of
processed
evidence,
meats.
though,
Right.
isn't the level of evidence something like both human and other animal trials? Or something like that?
Yeah, it's something like that. But
well, and by probably you will get cancer, or probably is carcinogenic.
It means that
it's definitely carcinogenic.
yes, it doesn't mean it's definitely carcinogenic. It means that the amount of evidence that they have that says that it has potential to cause cancer is pretty good.
Right.
So then they have class 2A, which is possibly carcinogenic, which is we've looked at this.
I think 2A is no human trials, but animal trials.
Right, that could be it. The way I read it was we've looked at this. There's some evidence. We can't make a conclusion. Class 2B is we've looked at this. That's all there is to it. There's no distinction. And class 3 was that we haven't looked at this, but somebody's brought our attention to it.
So we're
aware that we should.
We're aware that we should.
But we haven't assessed this.
So cell phones would be a class 3.
Yeah, probably. Or no, I think cell phones have been raised up to a class 2B.
Really?
Yes, I think so. Because
despite
the fact that it's
non-ionizing radiation, yeah. Okay.
Well, but that just means they've looked at it and it really doesn't cause anything. That's all 2B means.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
it's like bacon.
Yeah.
No, that's like class 1 or whatever.
Yeah,
that's
bacon
that's where
is class
smoking
1.
is. The same class as smoking.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, really? They put it class 1.
Yeah, they've got the same level of evidence approximately, they figure.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just not a level of risk assessment.
Someone's been eating their bacon wrong. Well, isn't there something about when you cook meat, it's potentially more carcinogenic if you cook it till it's black?
I think that's part of it.
There was something in that article about that.
Yeah, I think that's part of it.
So if you eat soggy bacon.
Well, the more soggy.
Well, not raw.
Possibly the less.
Clearly, yeah. It's cooked but not burnt to fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's hard to say because they just lumped all processed meats together. And that means everything from smoking to cooking to adding salt to adding other preservative.
Yeah, those.
Easy
things.
for you to say, man.
Preservatives.
There you go. There you go.
There we go. So there's so many different things lumped into that one category of processed meats that it's who knows.
What are you smoking this meat with?
They claim that the risk is increased by increases your risk by 18%.
Okay.
So you go from a approximate 4.5% risk of getting cancer normally to about 5.2% risk of getting cancer normally. So it is a risk if you and that was based on a specific amount of consumption. I'm not sure what it was.
Well, they all take bacon for 67 years, followed by cancer and dying, as opposed to living to 80 and then laying in the hospital dying of nothing.
I think the consensus among the skeptical community is that bacon is worth the risk.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, well, that's an assessment we have to make. We're free beings, you know.
It's fucking bacon.
Everything we do has a consequence.
Exactly. Yeah.
Some things are just worth it.
Mm-hmm. He says as he consumes alcohol.
Yep. He says as he drinks a bunch of rum.
Yeah. So yeah. The WHO is sometimes a little bit scaremongery.
Well, is it what they said, or was
It's
just
what
how
the media makes of it,
I was just
maybe.
going to say, or was that how the
Well,
spin did
I
it?
fucking love science.
The problem is
Oh, man.
that
I
the
know, right?
IARC is terrible at press releases. They released this statement, and what the statement exactly said was that now processed meats is in the same category as tobacco products and asbestos. Well, so what's the media going to do? They're not going to read further into it.
They should run all of their press releases past Steve Novella.
Yeah, they really should.
You know.
They really should.
The media and politicians appeal much better if they try to appeal to 3-year-olds, basically. The education of a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
AKA Trump supporters.
Yeah, exactly. If they keep things on that level, they're actually more appealing.
Yeah.
They do better.
They succeed much more.
Gets more traffic.
Yeah. So
Can't blame the media for wanting to do the best they can.
Well, sell the
for
most
getting the
copies,
most hits. Hey?
the most hits.
That's right. And tobacco or bacon equals smoking is pretty hit worthy.
Yeah. Well, you say
Shit.
bacon, and it gets how many people's attention? Bacon?
Yeah, well, there's a whole church of bacon, so
Yeah.
Well, once upon a time, sitting was the new smoking.
sitting was the new smoking.
Now bacon is the
Now
new
bacon.
sitting.
Nice. Bacon is the new sitting. I like that.
So does that mean the guys from Epic Mealtime are now the equivalent of Philip Morris? Because everything they do is bacon strips, bacon strips, bacon strips, bacon strips.
Well, and maybe it's all about the dosage, too.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and guess that if you eat nothing but fucking bacon for every goddamn meal, you're going to get something. It's
Have
called
you ever
dead.
watched Epic Mealtime?
Well, yeah, I mean,
You're going to get scurvy is what you're going to get.
I think what those guys do is as soon as they finish their shtick, they're running off camera and puking.
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of wash it down with copious amounts of alcohol.
I mean,
too.
if you eat that much
be worth
bacon,
it.
you clearly give zero
I'd
fucks
do that
about your
job.
body. And you probably have some habits that, you know, maybe go along with something like eating bacon all the goddamn time. Like eating
Smoking dope
other
all
shit.
the goddamn time.
Once again,
I wasn't going to go there. Cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just quit smoking cigarettes today, so if I seem a little fucking edgy, that's why.
It's well deserved.
Yeah. Still don't have the shakes, so
Good.
it's all good. See how I feel tomorrow.
You will be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Quitting smoking is fucking easy, man.
I quit once before, but fucking fell off the wagon. Demon alcohol.
Yeah, it'll do it every time. Well, let's add another topic of woo this session. Gwyneth Paltrow Instagrammed a picture of her in a sauna.
Was she getting it steamed?
No, this was not a steaming video. Yeah, no, that's just, this is her advice on what you should do if you have the flu. However,
Oh, thank God. I was
you
wondering.
you should hop into the sauna
With Gwyneth Paltrow.
with Gwyneth Paltrow and make her sick so that she shuts up.
Oh, I'd make her sick already.
Yeah. So,
okay, all I gotta say is, can you legally put Gwyneth Paltrow and advice in a sentence? I'm sure there's a very small law against it somewhere.
well, I think you have to be against it in order for it to actually be legal to do.
Okay.
You can't be recommending you follow her advice.
Okay. Yeah.
I wonder what Gwyneth Paltrow thinks about this. Said no one ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She sues someone for saying that they should follow her advice.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
It's for entertainment purposes only, you stupid fuck. You think I actually believe this bullshit?
I suspect she might.
Yeah, well, sold me on the A-Steam.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. She's got a pretty special opinion about these things.
Special, like Special Olympics special.
I like
special.
saunas.
We're bad people.
Yeah.
No, just Raz.
I'm going to hell.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to an imaginary place.
Yeah.
Where I am these days.
So I guess we've got some. Let's see. This article came out of the Raw story. And last week, Gwyneth Paltrow posted to Instagram a picture of her makeup-free and dewy face to her 1.3 million followers.
That wasn't due.
Doughy, maybe?
Well, it says dewy.
Maybe dewy? A dewy face.
Yeah, with dew, perspiration.
She just
I
had
assume.
like 4 Cinnabons and she's going to sweat them out.
Is she putting on
She's
weight?
all looking all doughy.
She's doing a sequel to Shallow Hal, but she's going all method.
The Christian Bale method.
Yeah,
Christian Bale can do it. I can do it.
She's actually gaining all that weight.
Oh, jeez.
Poker in the tummy.
It's the Pillsbury Dough, Gwyneth.
Oh, worst ad campaign ever.
Yeah,
I'd
so
apologize to her, but
she doesn't care what we
She wouldn't
think.
understand anyway.
just like we don't care what she thinks. So now we're going to talk about what she thinks.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Actually,
we don't care what she thinks.
what
but
I've
she
got here
comforts
is
herself
mainly
with lots
stats.
and lots of money.
What I've got here is mainly stats about the flu. More than 200,000 Americans are hospitalized with complications from influenza every year, and up to a quarter of these patients will die.
Usually that's
Something like the infrared sauna can cause dehydration, which can cause severe complications when somebody has the flu.
Well, she's all about the infrared sauna, not
Yeah.
just like the regular steam sauna.
No.
Okay, now is this like I didn't read the article because I wasn't going to waste my time, but not that my time is that precious, but still. But is this just an extension of that old? What's that old saying? You know, starve a cold, feed a fever, that kind of shit. Is that what? That's where this is coming from?
I don't know where.
Yeah, I think
she
it was.
gets her
I think it
stuff.
was starve a fever, feed a cold, and when you get the flu, step into a human-sized toaster oven.
I think that is the full.
That sounds
is-
like an old wives' tale.
Yeah,
Sounds right.
I
Sounds
think
right.
that is the full
Certainly.
wives' tale. Yeah, old wives' tale.
That's right. All right, so enough with Gwyneth
Sweat it
Paltrow.
out.
Let's move on.
Cornerstone, this might be new to some of you. Scripture says that even our righteous deeds are as filthy rags to God.
Praise
So
Jesus.
even the good things
What if
that
I
you
wasn't
do,
dumb?
even things like feeding the hungry and clothing the poor and taking in widows and orphans, as nice as those things are, if not done from the place of obedience to and a relationship with God, are completely worthless and disgusting to God. If you're not daily walking in a place of relationship to God, then the news that we have to bring you is that you're on your way to hell right now.
I'm on the highway to hell. Need to break into that after.
I like that clip.
Because it's excellent satire.
Exactly.
And it totally provokes the Poe's Law, doesn't it?
It's completely ridiculous.
Yeah, like, is that guy for real or
Yeah,
is that
guy's
just
for
satire?
real. No, that guy's
Where
for
where
real.
did you get that clip
That's
from?
out of Christ Core.
Hashtag Poe's
Right.
Law.
Yeah, it's that's right out of Christ Core, the film about the heavy metal, Christian heavy metal guys.
Well, it's more
Straight
Hardcore
guys, yeah.
Hardcore. Yeah. That was
hardcore
at
unless you carved your own cross, buddy.
one of their carnivals.
Yeah.
And yeah, they had some interesting scenes in that. That's one of my favorites because it's so over the top. It's unbelievable to me. Anyway, so our religious nuttery topic this episode here is a Canadian judge. This article is from the Friendly Atheist on pathos.com. Canadian judge rules that Jehovah's Witness couple can't push their faith on their grandchild. There's this the case of a mother who's relatively secular and has decided that her children shouldn't learn about religion until they're old enough to make the decision, fighting against the child's grandparents, who are Jehovah's Witnesses, and they insist that they have to talk to their grandchild about their religion. And a judge in BC, after Judge Edna Ritchie, after the court case, decided that no, you don't get to force your religion on children that don't belong to you.
So what makes it okay if they do belong to you? I'm just wondering.
Well,
I mean, you still can't fuck them.
Well, it's that idea of the parental.
That's still weird.
Nothing makes it okay.
Yeah.
But legally, the guardianship gives you something that says you are allowed to do that.
Yeah, you're allowed to homeschool them if you want to.
Yeah.
So you could teach them all sorts of bullshit if you wanted to.
Fuck up your own kids all you want.
Yeah.
That seems to be okay.
Yeah.
I guess,
One generation
how the fuck do you
removed
prevent it?
Well, that's just
One generation removed.
If you wanted to legislate against that, then you would also be legislating against people teaching, say, critical thinking skills or anything. People just trying to be parents.
That would be clearly ridiculous.
I mean, you'd be legislating against parents having the choice of raising their children, right? So,
well, I think the argument is just that, it's the mother wanted to keep the kids away from the religion. The grandparents are saying, no, they got to learn about it. And
yeah, exactly.
That's the legal argument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
well,
why I went to court.
Lots of grandparents don't get to talk to their grandkids because grandma poops her pants or something.
Yeah.
They just don't want her kids around her. Yeah. Because she's crazy as fuck.
Well, let's see here.
Same thing
the
if
mother,
they're religious, right?
the mother at first wanted the grandparents in the child's life, but that began to change when she realized they were indoctrinating her into the JW cult. They repeatedly took the kid to church, even when the mother didn't want them to. They insisted they were doing it at the child's insistence. Because a 4-year-old totally asks to go to church. Yeah, totally.
Without being coached.
Yeah. At one point, the child was caught watching a JW video on the grandparent's laptop. Again, the grandmother said it was the child's doing. Because 4-year-olds, they're pretty tech savvy, They can hack into those JW videos.
Well, they probably could hack into it easier than grandma can.
Yeah, maybe.
And hack into their grandma pretty good, too. With a hatchet.
Jeez. Eventually, the mother insisted that
there's the no smoking edginess coming out.
Children of the cord on that shit.
Yeah. Eventually, the mother insisted the grandparents couldn't see the child unless they agreed not to push their faith on her. They refused, and eventually they filed a lawsuit against the mother, arguing that they had every right to push their faith on the child. That lawsuit came to an end yesterday with the ruling in the mother's favor.
Every right to push a screwdriver through
So
the forehead.
the crackpot JWs decided that they had to sue in order to see their grandchild so they could push their faith onto her. That's how it's in court.
Fortunately, calm heads prevailed.
Well, yeah, the judge seemed to have a sense of reality here. That's pretty troubling.
That's a good trait to have as a judge, you'd think.
Yeah.
A good relationship with reality.
Well, they did say Canadian judge.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
They tend to be a little bit more.
Yeah, well, it's not like the UK where the judge sentenced in a divorce, sentenced the dad and the kids to go to church every week.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the Anglican Church is actually state religion there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really no different if you sentence someone to go to Alcoholics Anonymous or something.
Oh, that's true. There's been some discussion about the similarities because AA is just a cult anyway.
Well,
it's just indoctrination as well.
Yeah.
Isn't it typically offered as a choice? You either have a choice between either going to jail or enrolling in a 12-step program.
Yeah, but
Because that counts as a choice, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's like telling your kid, you don't give me choices. You can do it or do it while you're crying. It's your choice, you little fucker.
It counts as a choice. Well, you picked to do it. Yeah. Yeah, so there's...
Well, did you hear what happened to that judge that was basically taking payoffs from private prisons to convict kids of crimes, like the juvenile court judge?
I did not.
Yeah, he got convicted. I forget what the actual sentence was. I think it was pretty steep, though.
Good.
Yeah.
That was pretty fucking underhanded.
He should probably just embrace it and get some tits tattooed on his ass cheeks.
I was just thinking, is it nice and irony and get sent to the same jail that he was sending all the kids to?
He might see some familiar faces there. He might not remember them, but I bet they remember him.
Yeah, that's right. They're not going to forget him.
You don't know me, but...
Court's now in session, bitch.
This is crazy.
Shit. What I got there? I got the CBC article for it as well.
From the Seeb.
Yeah. Jehovah's Witness grandparents ordered to keep faith to themselves.
Well, good for them.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty stoked about this. It's the CBC tried to be they tried to be really fair to the religious people, even though I don't think they deserve it.
So was this like after the results of like several days of the judge hearing testimony and deliberating? Like, how much fucking time did they waste on this?
I think they wasted far more than they should have.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
there should be something where there's like a sniff test.
Yeah.
Where, like someone goes, really? Come on, get the fuck out of here. You're being a retard.
Yeah, no, I think it took.
You wasted time.
I took.
Yeah, the sad thing is, though, if they
that.
actually did that, then there'd be grounds for appeals. Because
Only if there's like a fucking serious egregious error.
yeah, true enough. But it would
And
kind
then
of
it should be, how much money do you want to fucking throw down the hole? How many times can we tell you that you're a retard and you're spending your money like a fool? Keep giving it to us, sure. Yeah, we'll keep taking it, but it's psychopathy, right?
Yeah.
Beating your head against the wall and expecting something to change.
I think psychopathy is more like, stabbing people multiple times.
just because you're psychotic doesn't make you
It's
all
a spectrum.
Yeah, doesn't necessarily mean you're stabby.
Yeah, a controlled psychopathy.
Functional psychopath.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, where the fuck's Gumby?
I think he's on his way. Why don't we have a couple annoying commercials, and then
If we're going to do that, I'm going to go piss.
yeah, do that.
If you like the Brainstorm podcast and want to get more of it, you can go to patreon.com/brainstorm podcast for bonus material, early ad-free episodes, and a shout-out in the next episode. Special Brainstorm gear bonuses for different Patreon levels are available. You can get your own Brainstorm shirts, mugs, and lots more from caffeepress.ca/brainstorm podcast gear. Thanks for your support.
We are given one life, full of billions of small and large decisions. To be somebody, to change, to be kind, to give hope, to become a better person, and to leave a lasting impact on this planet. It is a decision to be made every single day while your heart is still beating. We've made our decision. Absence of clothing. Atheist and science-based apparel and merchandise. Donating 50% of our profits to charity. Look good and feel good, without God. Check us out at absenceofclothing.com and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest for discount codes and other sweet swag.
Use the code BRAINSTORM at absenceofclothing.com and get 10% off.
Jesus, I hate my voice. Fuck is that? That's one of those things. It doesn't matter how many times I hear it.
Hey, your own voice always sounds weird coming back at you.
Jeez. All right, well, while Mike comes back, I will introduce the next set of topics. We don't have a bumper for this. Bumper, it's coming. I'm working on it.
Insert bumper here.
Okay, so this is Skepticism 101. Last time we talked about what skepticism was, why there was a skeptical movement, and now I want to start getting into some of the topics surrounding how a skeptic determines what they believe and what they accept. One of the things that we try to do is we try to think in a logical, critical vein. And so in that, I've come up with a few questions for the group about logic and logical fallacies. So I guess, first off, what do you guys think a logical fallacy is?
That completely depends.
I'm not going to say anything. Sitting across from that fucker.
Right, so we have a philosopher in the room, so everybody just wants to shut up. And
all I can think of is my my grade from Logic 101. It wasn't that good, so
I think that's how everybody is, though. Eh? I think that's the thing.
Yeah,
everybody has a rough time with Logic 101. That's just.
Logic 100 gets a little bit difficult if you don't show up for class, maybe.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, like when they get to the actual, what looks like the math of language, where you have variables representing subjects and predicates and stuff like that.
See, the only test I did well on is I figured out the patterns. You know, like if A, B equals C or whatever it was. I can't exactly remember, but I figured out the pattern and got a good mark. But that was the only one I got good a mark on.
Well, logic seems a lot like math once you get pretty deep into it.
It's math, but with words.
Yeah, it's a bit like geometry with the axioms and proofs and stuff like that.
My Logic 100 introduction was more like, it was actually called Math 101. And that's how I took my first logic problems.
Well, logic at my university, at the U of R, counted as a math.
Yeah. So there you go.
Perfect sense.
Yeah. So anyway, according to yourlogicalfallacyis.com, they define a logical fallacy as just a flaw in reasoning. I don't think that's quite deep enough, but it's a good starting point.
It's a good general definition.
Yeah, it's a good general definition.
Yeah, that's fine. The word fallacy is used in all sorts of different ways. I see Stephen Fry on QI constantly use fallacy to just mean something that's false. I think that's more of a British thing, but...
I've actually started doing that where I just, no, that is a fallacy. Well, that's not technically a fallacy. It's just like...
they also call their fries chips and their chips for crisps.
I think flaw in reasoning is a far better definition of it.
It seems like a good one. So I guess I've got, what do you want? What is the difference between a formal fallacy and an informal fallacy?
You were going to teach us, weren't you?
I was going to look at this. I have...
my only thought was, fucked if I know.
You're all like, this ought to be fun. Where's my pillow?
Yeah. Okay, where do I have my... So I've got this from Wikipedia. In philosophy, a formal fallacy, also called a logical fallacy, is a pattern of reasoning rendered invalid by a flaw in its logical structure.
Yep.
It can be neatly expressed in a standard logical system, for example, propositional logic. An argument that is formally fallacious is always considered wrong.
Yeah, that sounded wrong.
Fallacious. A formal fallacy is contrasted with an informal fallacy, which may have a valid logical form and yet be unsound because of one or of the premises is false.
So one's structure and the other one is content.
Right. Which is what we were saying at dinner. Kind of.
That's what I was going to say, but decided not to at dinner.
Yeah.
So I figured we should wait.
Yeah, so formal logical fallacy is about the words you use. Like you start with a true premise with a premise and... Okay, go ahead.
It's about the logical structure. So, I mean, if you have something like if A, then B.
Right.
And then you go, okay, so not A, therefore not B. That's called denying the antecedent, right?
Right.
It's based on the second premise. That's a fallacy in structure. That sort of argument, no matter what stand for those variables, what assertions, the structure is flawed.
If A, then B, then...
If you go not A, then not B, like... if I punch Corey in the face, he'll cry. Okay, I didn't punch Corey in the face, therefore he's not crying.
What if I punch him in the face?
Fallacious, exactly. There's other reasons Corey might be crying right now.
Boo-hoo.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's a formal fallacy. Denying the antecedent.
See, what do we got? I got the presence of a formal fallacy is a deductive argument. Does not imply anything about the argument's premise or its conclusion. Both may actually be true,
yes,
or even more probable as a result of the argument, but the deductive argument is still invalid because the conclusion does not follow from the premises in a matter described.
Yeah, the truth of the premises wouldn't guarantee the truth of the conclusion, I think is the way of looking at that, because in a deductive argument, if it's valid, then they do.
Right.
The truth of the premises guarantee the truth of the conclusion. That's the whole point of deductive arguments.
This is why it pays to have a philosopher in the room.
Worth every penny we paid for him. Every podcast should have one.
Every podcast should have one. And when Mike's gone, we're going to have to get a new one.
I'll Skype him in.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Mike can be our Skype guest all the time. So, formal logic is not used to determine whether an argument is true or not. A valid argument has a correct formal structure. A valid argument is one where the premises are true, or where if the premises are true, the conclusion must be true. So an argument that makes no logical errors could come to a false conclusion?
If the premises are false.
And it could still be logically sound.
Well, logically valid. Valid is the word you want to use there.
Right, not sound.
Yeah, because sound means the premises and conclusion are true and it's valid.
Right. Okay. See, this is good. So that's formal logical fallacies. Informal fallacies. An informal fallacy occurs in an argument whose stated premises may fail to adequately support its proposed conclusion. The problem with an informal fallacy often stems from reasoning that renders the conclusion unpersuasive. In contrast to a formal fallacy of deduction, the error is not a flaw in logic. So it's not a structural error, like you said.
Yeah, it's not a part of the structure, it's part of the content. So you're looking at a premise like for ad hominem, for example. The premise is just irrelevant to the conclusion. And it doesn't matter whether this person, any aspect of this person doesn't make a difference to the argument they've put forth.
Right.
So the notion that their argument is false based on the fact that they're not a scientist or something. It's just a fallacy of irrelevancy.
Right.
A lot of the informal fallacies are just fallacies of irrelevancy. The premises just don't matter to the conclusion at all.
So, in general, a lot of the skeptical community likes to play with the informal fallacies as though they're logical fallacies.
Well, they are.
They are.
They're just not the structure, not the form.
Right.
It's the content. That's it.
For some reason, I feel like that's an important distinction.
Yeah. The formal logical fallacies are sort of indisputable, you know?
Right.
And important. Once you understand the structure of logic, you understand how conclusions follow from premises. You know how to better reason and to attack others who aren't reasoning correctly.
Oh, so where am I now? What are a few examples of the informal logical fallacies?
This is making me want to start smoking.
Well, a simple one is appeal to the natural, or
appeal to nature.
Yeah, the appeal to nature.
Nature is good.
Nature is billions of fucking creatures trying to kill everything else.
That's a billion creatures going, fuck me, I need to have sex.
They want to survive and everything else is supposed to die.
Yeah.
There's a fairly high percentage of the pesticides that people consume over their lifetime are actually created by the plants themselves to kill pests. Like the plants have evolved their own defenses in a lot of cases.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And in some cases, we've just made plants that have those defenses.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's they survive something that comes along and kills fucking everything else for them. Carry on.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, we also
that is
have.
right.
Well, we mentioned ad hominem.
Yeah. It's my favorite.
Which is the attack of one's character rather than their argument.
So, what's an example of that other than you're just a stupid head?
Well, that's an insult. That's not an ad hominem.
Okay.
An ad hominem. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the ad hominem would be, you're a stupid head, therefore you're wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just attacking someone's character, just saying you're stupid. That's not an ad hominem.
Yeah,
Right.
it's pretending that it's relevant to the argument that they've made. It's why it's a fallacy of irrelevancy.
I was mentioning at dinner that the tukokwe. Did I say it right that time?
I don't think so.
How's that spelled? Let's see.
It's let's see. Fuck off. Now I'm not going to be able to find it.
Search for it.
You suck.
83 instances of the word toque.
Tu quo qui. To
Coke.
Yeah.
Latin for you too or you also. The appeal to hypocrisy.
Yeah. Tuquoqui.
So
Tuquoqui.
something that I've seen.
That's the pronunciation that says there. Tuquoqui.
Tuquoqui.
I hate it.
Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's Wikipedia, man. You can't beat Wikipedia.
So the instances that I've seen this in is in GMO discussions. Quite often, GMO defenders say that organics also use pesticides, and I've seen that accused as a tu quo qui fallacy, as in it's yes, we use pesticides, but you do too. And in that sense, it's a valid use of the fallacy.
You start hollering that in all caps at people on Facebook. Do you even logic, motherfucker?
And then your autocorrect will be just totally fucking confused.
Yeah, you should. My autocorrect has seen some shit, man.
Your autocorrect is seeing some therapy right now.
Yeah.
I think your logical fallacy only has like 10 logical fallacies. There's a whole list of here on Wikipedia. It's huge.
Fuck, I could probably list more than 10 off the top of my head.
Oh, it's huge. Like appeal to consequence, appeal to accomplishment, vacuous truth, abusive fallacy, ad hominem, which we mentioned.
Oh, the fallacy. That's a good one.
The fallacy.
Your argument is fallacious, therefore your conclusion is false.
Right.
That's the fallacy.
That's a pet peeve of a lot of like big name skeptics right now. Like,
oh yeah,
they see that a lot and they go, "Oh, geez, you can't do that." Yeah. You've used a fallacy in your reasoning, therefore your conclusion is false.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's non sequitur.
So you're saying it's okay to use a fallacy in your argument?
Nope. Just saying it's a fallacy to say that someone's conclusion is false just because the premises don't support it.
Gotcha. Well, really?
Yeah. It's literally a fallacy.
Yeah. So there's lots of informal fallacies, and we...
no wonder they fucking hung Socrates.
You're thinking of Aristotle.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, they killed Socrates, but he didn't invent this shit.
No.
Yeah. So, those are the informal fallacies. There's lots of them. We might cover some more later in another episode.
At some point.
We might spend a little time on some of the major ones. All right. So next we've got Atheism for Dummies.
Hey, I'm a dummy.
We couldn't use Atheism 101. There's a podcast that already calls itself that.
And probably if we look it up, there probably is a book with a yellow cover that says Atheism is for Dummies.
Probably.
Ugh.
Everything's already taken. I'm using what I use. All right, so last time we covered a little bit about what atheism was or is and what agnosticism is. This time I wanted to talk about some associated terms and concepts.
You missed last time, Mike, so try and keep up.
Yeah, because...
I'll do my best, man.
That's right.
Good.
So...
I have faith in you.
He'll slip you some cheat notes.
One thing I wanted to cover was what is a free thinker or what does free thought mean?
You know, I think everybody should just watch the open-minded episode of Qualia Soup.
Yes.
And that will answer that question perfectly.
That's such a good episode.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
but don't ask Sam Harris what he thinks about that.
Oh, is that right?
Well, the whole free will thing.
Oh, yeah.
You got into it with Dennett, and it wasn't pretty for Sam.
Well, according to Wikipedia, yes, we are using a lot of Wikipedia today.
Because it's easy.
Free thought is a philosophic...
To be fair, Wikipedia ain't bad, but I mean, you can't use it as any sort of formal...
scholarly article.
You can't quote it.
But you can look at Wikipedia as your starting point and actually look to their citations and look up the primary resources. So if you use Wikipedia that way, it's an excellent resource.
It's kind of a
lot of people shit on Wikipedia when it's really
it's kind of a gateway
good.
drug, really.
Yeah, it's a gateway to knowledge. If you want to look up the primary sources.
I like Wikipedia a lot, actually. It's, like you say, like it's great for citations.
It's shit on a lot more than it deserves.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so free thought is a philosophical point of view which holds that positions regarding truth should be formed on the basis of logic, reason, and empiricism rather than authority, tradition, or dogma. The cognitive application of free thought is known as free thinking, and practitioners are known as free thinkers.
Well, I think it's isn't it kind of strange that they tie free thinking in with empiricism?
Maybe.
Empiricism is a little bit dogmatic. I mean, it's...
Yeah, it does. That I actually have a note here as to there seems to be some dispute as to what constitutes a free thinker. Lots of people don't accept organized religion, but still believe in other things, and don't accept empiricism as free thinking.
Well, Immanuel Kant did respond to Hume.
Yeah. But don't you have to like not attempt to refute Hume to be a good philosopher?
Yeah, if you want to be successful in philosophy, you have to not refute Hume.
That presents an issue.
I guess he broke the rule.
I guess he broke the rule. Yeah, so in that vein, like I've just encountered in my own personal journeys, I guess, internet journeys, that lots of people who believe in New Age shit think they're free thinkers, and they don't like scientists and scientific skeptics using the term.
Well, because you have to keep yourself an open mind to
right.
You're
not a free thinker if your mind's not open.
Your science is a religion, bro.
Yeah. Your mind has to be open to be one with the universe. And
this is why open-mindedness from Qualia Soup is the thing
right
to
one.
watch.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You're so open that your brain falls out.
Yeah, you have to be open to new evidence, but that doesn't mean that you need to be open to all assertions.
It seems that most people, by open-minded, what they really mean is you have to believe in the magic I believe in.
Yeah.
Astrology works,
or you're
I'm telling
closed-minded.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ran your natal chart? Natal chart, whatever you pronounce it. Oh, your moon was in Virgo. That's why your
Did you
chart's
read your
inaccurate.
Nutella chart? What?
My Nutella chart?
Nutella chart.
I have an ex who is a Scorpio. We just weren't compatible because I didn't believe in bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Screw you guys. Chupacabras are real.
I saw Facebook needs its thumbs down thing. I saw a comment today that's claimed that there was more evidence for Bigfoot and UFOs than there was for God. No, there fucking isn't.
There's no evidence at all for any of that?
That's correct. There's no evidence at all for any of that.
There's nothing that counts as evidence.
No, there is. Bigfoot requires a planet to be on.
Speaking of Bigfoot,
God created a universe. There is a universe. If we're going to go by this. Looks like it's 1-1, motherfucker.
Is that the you're being a fucking idiot fallacy? Is there one called that?
It's called the Gumby fallacy, actually.
The Gumby fallacy, and Gumby's here.
Speaking of
the Gumby fallacy.
Sorry, I'm late.
No problem.
Nobody cares.
I don't even care.
Well, there goes the neighborhood.
So to catch you up,
Oh,
we're
you don't?
talking about...
I don't care.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
For what it's worth, I care. I wanted to see you guys before I left, so.
Yeah, for sure. This might be Mike's last episode.
It might be.
Might be. Boo.
That's all right.
The place we're going to, I was actually going to call her new job and say that she's like she has violent tendencies and just talk a whole bunch of smack and crack about her. But that would be cool.
I'd have to kill you.
Yeah. So, did we cover free thought good enough?
I give up.
It seems pretty straightforward.
Okay, so we're going to move on to naturalism. Naturalism is the idea or belief that only natural, as opposed to supernatural or spiritual laws, and Naturalism is the idea that only natural, as opposed to supernatural or spiritual, laws and forces operate in the world.
Yes.
Sounds like empiricism.
Sounds like empiricism.
Yeah.
Sounds like the idea, at least, that if something happens, there's a natural explanation for it, whether we have the empirical data to back it up or not.
So
But what does natural really mean?
Yeah.
So if something happens, it happens.
If something happens, it happens.
Yes.
If something happens, it was caused by something else that happened. Is that what we're saying?
That is what we're saying.
Because that sounds right to me.
That sounds like the "do you seriously need me to explain this to you" fallacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so things happen.
This reminds me of an excellent quote. It's something along the lines of, there's no such thing as a miracle, because everything that happens can happen.
Right. There's no such thing as a thing that can't happen.
Yes. Therefore, nothing is a miracle.
Yeah.
Everything that happens can happen.
Yeah, exactly.
And if it is a miracle, it's probably bullshit.
Then it probably didn't happen.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Then it probably didn't happen. Or that...
everything that does happen can happen.
What's that? That math equation? The guy's
I just love that.
The guy's got... a bunch of writing over this side, and then he's got then a miracle happens in the middle. And then he's got his answer
his
over
conclusion.
here.
His conclusion. Yeah.
Isn't that just the new math?
New math. New math.
That sounds like Deepak Chopra.
Yeah, that's right. Then a miracle happens. No. Wait,
That's
I think
Deepak
you're missing
Chopra
a step
math.
here.
The mathematician went full Deepak. Never go full Deepak.
Yeah, that should be a meme.
It is.
That's totally got to be.
He just had his birthday, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his 27.
Holy fuck, is he aging?
Yeah, I like that.
He doesn't look a year over 68.
You're 68-year-old body.
He's actually starting to look like Palpatine, I think.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Using too much of the dark side.
Yeah.
Too much of the woo side.
Yeah.
Naturalism can intuitively be separated into an ontological and
Wait,
methodological.
you started by saying intuitively.
component.
So, no.
No.
I don't like that word, so.
You almost got a sentence out.
Yeah.
Well, I got to make up for lost time.
Well, I knew if I started saying something, that would be good enough. All right, so we covered
Triggered
naturalism. Humanism.
Humans exist.
No.
Oh,
Good try, man. I know, you're making up for lost time.
No, thank you. Good try, though.
I'm still at the part where we all bullshit.
Too high.
We all bullshit before we start recording.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
right.
still there.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was the way it always worked was we actually have intelligent discussions before we started recording.
And then we record and sound dumb. Yeah. That's right.
Yes, that's right.
So, humanism is a philosophical and ethical stance that emphasizes the value and agency of human beings, individually and collectively, and generally prefers critical thinking and evidence over established doctrine or faith.
So people exist.
No, so like morality is derived from, say, human sentiment like empathy rather than from science.
Or shared value. We all share a certain value, and therefore we call that morality.
Or the invisible sky wizard is watching you masturbate every damn time.
See, he likes porn too.
Yeah.
But you're
Made
the
in his
one
image, right?
But yet you're the one doing something wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't know you liked midget Japanese hentai, but you know.
I bet while he's watching me, he's masturbating.
Sure, why
to
wouldn't
steal
he?
a line from Louis C.K.
And to him, it doesn't matter if you're black or white.
Yeah.
Sorry. Michael Jackson under the bus again.
It doesn't help when you explain it.
I also, well, I just,
you should just send them out into the
God
world.
watches all the porn, man.
Right before I came here, I finished listening to the episode that we did with the American people.
With Packard and Connie?
Yeah. And there was lots of shit said about Michael Jackson in that one. So
Yes. And I had to leave it all in because it was hilarious. And Gumby,
I don't remember
Gumby
the podcast
crossed,
very well. I just
Gumby
remember
crossed the
laughing
humor
with
line
those guys.
on that episode. He was
What humor line?
Humor
just
line?
talking about the gas chambers under Neverland Ranch.
he crossed the line
And
where it
that's
wasn't.
the worst thing I've ever said.
Renee's the one that mentioned the little shoes.
Wait. Trigger warning.
It doesn't help when it's after.
We'll fix it in post.
Are we live?
Not yet.
Oh, fuck.
Soon there will be no post. It will be what it is.
That way you won't have to edit.
Yes.
How good for you.
Yes.
Live episodes will only take 2 months to air.
No, I don't think you know what live means.
We apologize for Gumby not understanding words.
Again.
Last
Like
time
ever.
I think it was feminism or something.
I promise we'll make up for it at some point.
Throw your hand up or something, man. Trigger warning.
Need a little sign.
Reet.
And Dave needs a specific soundboard.
Yeah. Like, do you
He's
have
got
fart
it.
noises and stuff on there? So if I want you to play a fart noise, you can do that for me. So I can say, okay, that's what I think about that person. Or whatever.
Yeah.
I always thought we needed like a sound effects.
All right, I got 2 more to go, and then we can have a music break. Secularism is the principle of separation of government institutions and persons mandated to represent the state from religious institutions and religions. Religious dignitaries. Excuse me.
So when heads of state meet with, say, the Pope, that's...
Yes, they should be separate.
Right.
Why should they meet with the Pope?
They shouldn't. That's what secularism is.
Well, they shouldn't legislate based on what the Pope thinks. They can meet with him to tell him to go fuck himself or whatever.
Yeah,
That's the
fine.
only reason, though.
That's fine.
Hey, you flew here from Italy. Go fuck yourself. Bye.
I also definitely need a videotape of something like that.
He's not going to do what the Pope says, but, I mean, he's a Muslim, so come on.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I did it myself. Trigger alert.
Trigger alert. Trigger warning. All right. And so secularism was quick and easy. We all understand secularism.
Secularism.
All listeners should.
Non-religious.
Non-religious. Yes. Separate from religion. And anti-theism, which describes a good portion of us here.
Describes the living fuck out of me.
I don't know about you.
Just in case anyone was wondering, anyone had any doubt.
Yeah. Anti-theism is active opposition to theism.
Because it's fucking destructive.
Yeah, so that's...
Doesn't help the discourse.
It doesn't help the discourse.
The very notion that it's okay to develop a habit of believing in things because you want them to be true, the very notion that that's okay is super destructive.
Yeah.
An easy example, bronies.
I was thinking people who want to stone homosexual people to death, you know?
Or, witch hunts.
Just thinking of the homophobes. Because they find homosexuality icky, so
Are you
they
a
think that
closet
it's
brony?
evil.
No, he's out and proud, man. He's out and proud.
Gumby's a brony.
You go, girl.
Yeah. So that's that. And
So-
now we'll play some music.
Okay.
We have Can I Play With Madness by Iron Maiden and I'm Not Jesus by Apocalyptica featuring Corey Taylor for today's music.
Can I play with Strength to hold my head up.
ready now. on 3?
On 3?
Hey, fucking blame yourself, man. You keep telling them when we're doing this.
Get your racism out right now.
I'm not racist.
But
No, that was
But that's how that sentence went.
Oh, shit. All right, for our main topic tonight, Raif Badawi was awarded a prestigious
Sakharov.
Sakharov.
so prestigious, Corey doesn't know how to say it.
Hey, I've never heard of it before.
Prestigious.
So,
Prize for Human Rights. Raif Badawi is a Saudi blogger who was sentenced to 10 years in prison and 1,000 lashes for insulting Muslim clerics. And he recently won the European Union's prestigious Sakharov Prize for Human Rights.
how many lashes does that take off?
Well, I think he's actually only had the one set of lashes.
Uh-huh.
Was it 1,000?
No, it was not 1,000.
I think it was 50.
Yeah, I think it was 50,
First
and the
round
rest
20
have all
times.
been
Postponed.
postponed. That's right.
Oh,
That's
well,
some
then.
serious shit to have lived through.
50
Yeah.
lashes is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he apparently handled it quite stoically, by all accounts.
I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
No,
I
I
would have been
scream like a
weeping
bitch.
like a
We would
fucking
all
lion.
cry like bitches.
If he didn't pass
No
out
insult to
from the
bitches out there. But
But we would have been whining and crying.
Well, if he didn't pass out from the pain first.
Yeah, well, that's true. That would have happened too.
I'd probably just be trying to live through it.
My privileged ass would have been fucking weeping. So, Raif Badawi, whose wife and 3 children live in Quebec, was honored with the award as a symbol of the fight for freedom of speech.
How's that working out for him?
Yeah, not well at this point. The announcement was greeted with a standing ovation Thursday at the European Parliament Assembly in Strasbourg, France. Parliament President Martin Schulz said, "I urge the King of Saudi Arabia to free him so he can accept the prize." Yeah, right, eh?
That'll work.
On Wednesday, Ensaf Haidar, I'm probably
prize, you
saying that
say?
wrong.
Good try.
Well, that's going to look good for the prison. Having a Sakharov Award winner in Cell Block D.
Oh, jeez, eh?
Fuck.
Yeah.
We'll get first draft pick for sure next time.
Yeah. Yeah, so we still have no real commitment from our Canadian government to petition the Saudi government for his release or anything.
Well,
That's
now
kind of
that
thing.
Harper's gone, we'll stop selling them weapons, I guess.
Well, one would hope. Yeah, one would hope.
I'm sure the Americans will pick up our slack.
Well, I'm sure they
Probably.
will, yeah. That's right.
Well, where do you think we got the weapons from in the first place?
Yeah, that's right.
They're like the weapons that some bush fighters were using that they didn't need anymore, so
Yeah.
the CIA gave them to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and cut out the middleman. We'll be
Yeah,
making
right.
more money.
Mm-hmm.
On Wednesday, Ensaf Haidar, Badawi's wife, said she has information that her husband's flogging is set to resume. The punishment was suspended after Badawi received the first 50 lashes in January. Haidar also called on Canada's Prime Minister-designate, Justin Trudeau, to resume his earlier support for Badawi. So that would be great if our PM actually stood up for something.
Well,
You know.
so far he's been trying to keep his promises so far.
A week into his...
Yeah.
It would be nice if he stood up for the moral side of an issue, though.
Yeah,
Like
it
that.
would.
Now, since he actually hasn't taken power yet, I blame everything bad that's happening in Canada on him specifically.
Well, you mean the way conservatives do?
Well, he is the Canadian Obama. So instead of thanks Obama, it will become thanks Trudeau.
Yeah,
That's right.
eventually.
If only he was
I lost
black,
a
so they
sale
could
to
blame everything on him.
I lost a sale to Nissan today, and it's his fault.
You
Thanks,
lost the
Trudeau.
sale to Nissan.
Hashtag thanks Trudeau.
At least it wasn't Honda, man.
Yeah.
There's that.
That's this episode's title. Hashtag thanks Trudeau. It's your fault that everything is terrible that Harper did.
It's not enough of a theme.
No, it isn't.
No.
We could do a hashtag thanks Trudeau episode.
We could spend an entire episode talking about that.
Wow. All you have to do is read the Facebook feed.
I think they've got Alex Jones doing their fucking PR now, the Conservatives.
It's got to be somebody.
Fuck, they're trying to win some elections in Newfoundland and Labrador for the provincial elections coming up.
Oh, is that right?
And on the way here, I was listening to the CBC, and they were talking about, it was this Conservative candidate talking about how if they elect a Liberal provincially, it's fucking, the world's going to end. It'll be as bad as if they allow, government employees to wear niqabs at work.
Right. Well, they should. They might as well.
And then right after that, the terrorists win.
Well, yeah.
Well, we're all wearing them right now.
Yeah, that's right. None of us get to be showing our faces.
Guess what we're not wearing?
That's freedom. we don't get that.
No pants, though.
No pants, though.
That's right. Pants is the answer.
The trivia question of the day.
What aren't we wearing? What's in my pocket?
Scary answer is the only thing we are wearing is the niqab.
And a smile.
But you can't tell.
What?
Why did you just look at Dave, or was that Gumby?
That was Gumby.
Oh.
I didn't do anything yet.
That was you're fucking talking again, look.
It's your fault.
I'm not Trudeau.
It's not Trudeau.
No puns allowed. This is a no pun zone.
This
dude.
is a no pun zone, goddammit.
I am a pun.
This isn't fucking Reddit.
No, Reddit has followers.
Yeah, that's true. It's sad. Wah, wah. Oh, I don't know what else to say about this. We've all read about Rafe Badawi enough times. He's in prison for a stupid fucking reason.
And I don't know if it's irony, but the fact, didn't they just put Saudi Arabia onto the Human Rights?
The Humanities Commissioner.
Oh,
That's it.
Some time ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the UN. I don't understand how that happened.
Yeah,
That makes no sense to me at all.
It's like making Yogi Bear the minister in charge of picnic baskets.
Or having a science minister that doesn't science.
Like Ted Cruz or whatever.
Yeah.
Who ended up with that shit in the U.S.?
I'm sure that's Ted Cruz.
Is it Ted Cruz
Yeah,
who
he's
ended?
like-
Oh my god!
Oh, there's a bunch of them on different science committees.
Somebody ended up as like
in charge of NASA spending or something stupid. Like, yeah. No.
Well, NASA spending would be easy. There's oil on Mars.
Somebody'd have to fudge the numbers.
Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz. The end. Yeah.
Well, isn't he like a young Earth creationist or something?
Yes.
He's just an all-around fucking idiot.
Yeah. She's Republican.
Yeah, all the science denial, that's Ted Cruz.
Fuck.
The worst.
Well, might as well put him in charge of all the science then.
Well, yeah, that's right.
Build
That way,
I don't even. I'm not sure if that's even who it was.
Oh,
No, I think he was put on one of the committees, but he wasn't the head of it.
Oh, all I know, I don't know what he has for any other posts, but watching him in these debates is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Actually, all the debates are better through bad lip reading.
Oh, just the bad lip reading Republican
They're all
debates.
much better
Awesome.
through bad lip reading.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, trying to watch Trump for that long is just fucking difficult, man.
Did you watch the debate for real?
Yep.
Wow, that's some fucking intestinal fortitude.
I've watched the first and second Republican
How
debates.
drunk were you?
No, I wasn't drunk
Are you
at
trying
all.
to get ready to go over to Saudi Arabia and take a couple for Badawi there?
I don't know what it
no
is.
matter
It's
how
like,
many times you hit me, it's not
it's
as
like
bad as watching
driving by
Rocky
a train wreck. You can't fucking stop yourself from
that's
looking.
True. That's true.
It's a lot like that.
Fuck.
It is really a contest of who can say the stupidest shit.
Well, what kills me is when they start trying to prove that they're more chaste than the next guy, more righteous, more faithful, more credulous, more fucking full potato.
More full potato. Yeah, the U.S. Senate Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation, Space Science and Competitiveness. Fucking Ted Cruz.
There he is right there, yeah.
Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio. Oh, my God.
Anti-science senator will oversee committee funding NASA and space science funding.
Someone probably just threw their names in for the hell of it.
Yeah, that's right.
And then the other guy who was seriously considering the job, unbeknownst to everyone else, withdrew from
fuck it then.
Yeah. And they're like, well, I guess we got to give it to him.
The opponents
fuck.
of science fucking dictate science,
Yeah.
Science funding. And
Have you ever got that feeling that the Republicans are just trolling the world? Like they don't even
Sort
believe
of.
their own
Every
bullshit.
day.
Used to think that.
I thought that about Harper for a while, too.
I used to hope that.
That's best case scenario, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, he's cut funding to
Well, with Harper,
Stats Canada even. I don't need information about Canada to govern the place.
with Harper, I kind of always
No, when
thought
you
that
know
he felt he was
everything
the CEO of Canada, and then if he got a result he didn't like, he cut their funding.
Yeah.
Just
You're fired.
yeah,
You're fired.
Thought he was Donald Trump.
He's
Yeah.
the Trump. Yeah.
he's the Trump.
Long
hey,
form
they have similar
census.
hair.
Long form census. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Door-to-door delivery service?
Which is back, by the way.
Sort of.
Sort of. They've stopped canceling the.
No, they said that they'll resume regular door to door.
That'll be good. That'll take some time, but
What they vote? Is that why they only get mail every like 4 days?
yes.
Or once a week, maybe?
That's because nobody mails you anything.
It's because you suck,
Oh.
man.
It's because nobody loves you.
Fuck you guys.
Except for
People
like
love me.
UFC magazine, High Times, and
No,
I'm not Playboy anymore. I
Zastel.
fucking canceled my subscription to that shit.
Yeah,
and what's
that's right.
what's the guitar magazine?
Which
Guitar.
Guitar
Playgirl.
World.
Guitar?
Yeah.
It's not Guitar Hero or something?
No, it's
Guitar World.
It's
Guitar World.
World. Oh, I missed the world.
Yeah.
Isn't there just a guitar?
If you don't know, now you know. Well, there's guitar players. Probably this one.
I'm sure there's just a guitar.
I thought it was
I
Bass
don't-
magazine you got.
No. Shut the fuck up. Slap the black off of you.
Yeah, so.
Bass
What else?
player.
What else you want to talk about? We got lots of time and not a lot of topics left.
I thought you had a whole script for this thing. And
I did it.
Do things in
we
order.
did it before you got here.
Oh, good.
You weren't here to fucking hold things up, so
See how
we
efficient we
got
are when
through
you're
it a
not
lot
here?
quicker. Like, fuck, I thought I had like 4 hours of material here.
Okay, just for fun. Have you guys been watching television?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bastard Executioner.
Bastard Executioner.
Awesome series.
Cool.
By the guy from who did Sons of Anarchy, Kurt Sutter.
Right?
And The Shield too, I think. Didn't he do that?
I have no idea.
Wasn't
I never watched The
I might be
Shield.
talking out my ass there.
Yeah, you might be.
Yeah.
But that's true at any
As
given
one
moment.
does. Yeah. I'm good at talking out my ass. I'm a black belt in that shit. Just like that. See, that's how it works. But yeah, it's set in like 1200 AD Wales.
Yep.
Everybody's like super Catholic, and local barons are ruling over their peasants and taxing them into starvation. And people are pissed.
As one
about it.
does.
As one does. That's right.
Yeah.
Need peasants.
Feudalism.
Dave,
So,
Dave, you're
so
brown.
close to modern capitalism.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding, actually.
That went unheard.
Those people got to live on the land for free. That's what Bernie Sanders wants for you.
I just said I need peasants.
Everything for
Dave,
free.
you're brown.
Jesus.
And mute. Just because you own the studio and recording equipment.
And has his finger hovering over mute mic 5.
Yeah, that's right.
So, one thing that doesn't have anything to do with our normal stuff, which is most of the shit we talk about.
Out
I
of character
guess.
for you, man. Dragging us right off topic like that.
For people that don't know, we record out of Regina, Saskatchewan, right?
Right.
Good. I'm right.
Check that.
Yeah, that's one thing.
We do have the highest rate for violent crime murders, and we're second highest in Canada for auto theft.
Is that somehow your fault?
Yes.
Not all of it. I do have time to watch Netflix.
Coincidentally, we're number 1 in cats with prolapsed anuses. Ask him about that.
But so anyway, a friend of my wife works at one of the inner city schools, and it's the inner city school where kids go when they get kicked out of the other inner city schools.
The inner city.
So, some of the kids they're
Last
like
chance high.
In the ghetto.
The one kid's parents, I think it's his dad, takes him out of school for 3/4 of the day, like 3/4 of the days, to use his free labor in his shop. One of the parents sells her kids meds on the street to buy heroin or crack. It's a pretty rough place. There's kids that live on the street there, and the city just cut their funding, right? So they're trying to make the city better by these kids that are like last chance kids. Let's just take away the money from there, and that'll help solve the problems of the fucking inner city youth. That's bullshit. Sorry.
No, that's fair. That seems to be a common theme among government agencies and lower income families and such. They cut income or they cut funding from the places that seem to need it the most, like you say. It's
because they're just leeches on society.
Right. It's quite I don't know.
Give the kids jobs at the new stadium.
Well, there's going to be some. Why don't you just give them mine jobs?
That's what we need, a libertarian society. More children miners, coal miners.
Just got to get rid of the unions. Fucking giving people rights. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right to work, man.
Become
Right
like
to
China.
work, yeah.
Right to work, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
No,
right
and
to undercut other people.
The good thing about mines, you can't jump out of one to die.
You can jump into one.
No, you just hang out and do your job, and then you'll die.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, and even the city force in Regina, in the last, I think it's 40 years, they've only increased their police force by 10 officers, I think. Even though the city's exponentially grown in that much time.
They still have time to give me fucking
Still have time to give us
tickets.
tickets.
They just increased their funding
Oh,
today.
today.
It was announced.
Oh, good.
So, sorry, 11 officers in the last 40 years.
I sense some
30 something.
sarcasm there.
Yeah.
So the average
It'd
cop
be
in
all right
Regina
if
makes
it's all the
about
guys
70
from
grand a year.
Police
So
Academy.
multiply that by 30.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not a better
does the
idea
sound
to
effects.
fund
Yeah.
the lower fucking.
They dumped millions today.
Yeah,
Bobcat Gold.
but they can't give like 50
yeah.
grand to one school.
Bobcat.
Fuck, I hate the city.
We're not bitter. We're not bitter.
I'm bitter. Not about this, though.
No?
No, not really.
Other things?
Yeah, mostly.
What I don't get is how people get to a position of power without having, basic logic as part of their fundamental guidance.
Have you watched politics?
They're born on second base, and then they
Right.
insist
That they stole
should
second.
that they should get credit for a double. That's how they get to second base.
Yeah.
That's true. That was another good one.
That's Trump, yeah. Born on second base.
Small loan of
is
$1 million.
arguing for-
His dad helped him out.
Yeah, his dad gave him a small loan of $1 million. I had it rough. You know? I had it rough. My dad only lent me $1 million. I had to pay it back.
Yeah, and the man's only declared bankruptcy, 4 or 6 times?
3, I think, isn't it?
Oh, I thought it was higher than
No,
that.
his companies have. He's never declared.
Yeah,
personal.
he's never personally declared. Right.
Because that's an important distinction to make, apparently.
This is true.
In the U.S.,
It is for Trump.
So he destroys companies, but not himself.
But you have
Trump for president.
But he knows how business works.
Yeah, that's right.
He knows how business fails. Or is he too Trump to fail?
He's too Trump to fail.
Trump to fail. Yeah.
I think a lot of his
that
money
guy.
now comes from because he owns the American beauty pageant companies.
Yeah,
Like, there's
which
a bunch of those.
have been all booted to have to go on the internet. 'cause-
Second rate shit now.
But
Kicked
he-
off of television anyway.
Yeah.
He sucks. He sucks a lot.
Axe, I'll be great at axe.
Yeah.
I'll axe the fuck out of axe.
I love Mexican people. I have lots of Mexican people that work for me. Mexico's the new China. They're terrible. I'm going to build a wall. I'm really good at building walls.
Terrible building everything.
Military, I'll be great at the military. I'll
I
be
will
so
learn-
good at the military
I will
that it'll
learn-
make your head spin.
I will learn great things. Yeah. Fuck.
I can negotiate with China. I've got people who can negotiate with China.
Like there's a
And
guy.
he's a front runner.
Yay.
And the best candidate, in my opinion, to be president has to deal with fucking Hillary Clinton. That's
What
Well,
do you mean
yeah.
has to deal with?
well in the primaries.
It doesn't matter at this point if Trump wins the GOP nomination, then it doesn't matter who the Democrats put in. The Democrats will win.
I think it'd be a half.
Not necessarily.
I think that is- I think
Hillary can be dragged through the mud really easily.
I don't know.
I think that the Republicans are praying for Hillary to get in because
Yeah,
they know
I don't
they
think
can
so.
step on her
Well,
easy.
because they can drag Bill into it, and that will get a lot of people's.
Well, they can drag her through the mud just from her own history.
Well,
you
last
know?
time she was in the
Hillary-
White House, she had one
she had
job.
one
and
job
Bill
to do.
outsourced it.
Yeah.
That was another good one.
But they're all really just praying that Bernie doesn't get in, I think,
Yeah.
because he can't be bought and he's going to fucking annihilate them.
But
Because
he's not.
he gives zero fucks, like
Yeah.
zero.
I don't think he's very tough.
about
though.
just the politics.
Yeah,
I don't think he's very tough.
Lots of
That's-
guys talk a great
that's, I
game
think,
until
his-
they get into office.
Yeah, I think his only issue is going to be telling Putin to go fuck himself.
Which everybody should do.
Putting on the Ritz.
I'll be great at the military.
Yeah.
Well, poutine the fuck out of that.
Poutine. Sounds good.
What, Ian?
He's got a lot of experience when it comes to politics.
He does.
He's got a lot of experience with basically telling people to go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
So I think he'd do just fine.
It seems a little off topic, but right now a lot of Canadian conservatives are saying that we should be agreeing with Putin on things.
oh yeah.
Republicans
they
in the
don't-
U.S. have been saying that
They
for a
don't
long
realize
time.
that he's the bad guy. He's like
I've
he's the
actually-
villain of this story.
I've actually seen on people posting.
we
that,
just covered ad hominems, though.
I just saw people.
We have to address the arguments
That's
individually.
Well, attacking places randomly and indiscriminately doesn't seem like a good policy. That's what makes him the bad guy.
That's fair.
But you know how we've Canada's become Americanized. I honestly saw people saying, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I should move to Russia now that Trudeau has been elected.
Go.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
We don't want you.
And then reality will hit them really fast when they hit Russia.
You know, it's colder there than it is here.
Like that
In some
post.
places.
I don't know if you guys
It's a
all saw
big
that
place.
post I put up about the that stupid bullshit meme that's been going around. I don't know if you'd call it a meme, but this is a maple leaf. Whatever. People died for our fucking country.
Oh yeah.
They don't have maple trees in Islam.
They don't have
because Islam's a country, according to people. If you think Islam's a country, you're a conservative, and you can go fuck yourself.
Islam's
and you think that Muslim is a race?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
then we can't help you. You
Yeah.
may as well not be listening to us.
No. You aren't thinking about the things that you're talking about.
That's all.
That's all?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Promise.
No.
All right. And that break,
Gumby's rant is done for the moment.
I'm going to talk about our sponsor, Audible.com. Audible.com is offering listeners of Brainstorm a free audiobook download and a free 30-day trial membership.
Free? The hell you say?
Yes, in fact. Membership gives you reduced prices over 150,000 titles for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player, and costs $14.95 per month after the first free month.
But wait, there's more.
Those will go really, really well right behind the other 50 books that are way ahead of them on my reading list.
Yeah, that's right now. I'm listening to Sexual Intelligence by Marty Klein. It's quite a good book, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Sexy smart, baby.
To get this book with your 30-day trial membership, go to audibletrial.com/brainstorm. That's audibletrial.com/brainstorm for a 30-day trial membership and a free audiobook download.
On that note, if we get enough people on Patreon to actually help support us, we won't
We
have
don't
to
have
plug.
to do these things.
Right.
Yeah. I've got a couple more here to go.
Oh, sorry. More plugs.
I'd also like to tell you about reasonistproducts.com. T-shirts and hoodies with science, reason, and atheist themes. They've got good prices and offer a buy one, get one free deal with the coupon code BRAINSTORM. For a limited time, they're also offering a free T-shirt to Brainstorm listeners. Be the first person to tweet the word Brainstorm to them at Reasonist Products with no vowels in the word products. That's at Reasonist, PRDCTS, reasonistproducts.com. The Brainstorm Podcast presents the Shift to Reason, Saskatchewan's first secular conference. It's happening on April 30th, 2016, and features some great speakers that include Seth Andrews, Nate Phelps, and Levada Lewenning, along with others. This one-day event in Regina includes lunch and a VIP afterparty with the speakers. Tickets are available at shifttoreason.eventbrite.ca and start at $95 for early bird tickets, with student pricing and limited VIP tickets. Keep up to date with the conference on our Facebook page, facebook.com/shifttoreason.
You have to put it in.
Facebook. What's Facebook?
What else we got? I don't know. Do we got another...
Book of Faces?
No, that's it. That'll be after. Perfect.
All right, we're back after
We're
the
an
shameless plug.
IT crowd. They call it Face Friend. Or Friend Face. That's what it is.
Friend Face.
You're a friend face.
Do you have a Friend Face account yet?
Another quick note on the whole
Friend
burqa
face,
slash hijab problem.
Mm-hmm.
Photo ID is so
looking up friend
old.
face.
Well, I don't know why we haven't gone past it.
Who hasn't gotten past it?
Any kind of security checks, really? They still use
what
photo
would
ID?
be the step past biometrics?
Biometrics. Quicker.
Maybe.
Actually,
those unless they've improved them greatly, those can be fooled. They can.
I actually watched a...
that's way more intrusive. If it's somewhere that it's important enough for you to fucking have to require your ID be verified, you got to take the fucking thing off. Sorry. It's your religion, but we'll take you into
I have no
room
problem with that
with
part.
a female
I have no
officer
problem
in a
with that
closed
part.
room and be
I'm
sensitive
not even
to your
talking about
fucking
that.
bullshit religion needs.
That's
But-
not what I'm talking about.
Well, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about the fact that the ID using a photo ID is so old. I don't know why we haven't gone past it. to just basic biometrics.
You'd be better off. You'd rather have people fingerprinting you and have your fingerprints stored all over the place. What's the difference?
Who in this room hasn't been fingerprinted? Really? Yeah, all of us.
I was fingerprinted when I was in like fucking junior high school or whatever.
Before I ever did anything wrong, I was fingerprinted.
We were all fingerprinted just in
put us in the fucking
elementary
system.
school, just to put us in the system.
Because they knew we were poor. Those poor kids, they're bad.
You went to Hague too, eh?
No, Queen Elizabeth. But yeah, it was the same effect. Farmer kids are always poor.
Yeah.
And at that point, silence fills the room.
Or at least they were in the 80s.
Yeah. Don't see much changing.
No.
I've been doing some research on forging, doing forgeries, not forging, forgery, sorry, on passports.
Okay, Dave, you might want to hit pause. You might want to hit pause.
and it seems it's...
Play some intermission music.
To forge a passport, the hardest way to do it is to forge the passport and use a real photo. It's easier to use a real passport and forge the photo.
Of course it is.
And that's the way a lot of everybody's doing that now. So it doesn't really matter because the picture is going to match whether your face is covered or not.
Okay.
So
Well,
I
the
don't
logic
see,
of it not using something because it does matter because they can forge it. That's no matter what the security system you set up, there's going to be someone smarter to sidestep it.
We hope. You're basically just saying it's easier to steal
we could guarantee
identities
that
and
by
just
letting
put your own
Gumby design
photo
the
in
security
there.
system.
What's that?
We could guarantee that there'll be somebody smarter out there for like Gumby design.
Yeah. This is true.
You just came here to be a target, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know. I know his behavior isn't panning this out, but Gumby's actually a really smart dude.
I don't know how to take that right now. I'll get back to you.
Actually, he's actually.
See, we were talking about skepticism. We demand proof. We demand proof. Damn it!
Only Gumby can provide proof.
Let's see. Your premise is flawed.
Anecdotal evidence.
I haven't supplied any evidence, anecdotal or otherwise.
What evidence?
No, I know we pick on Gumby, but I totally agree with you. He
has moments of clarity.
Yeah.
I'm a bottle every one of you.
Holy shit, Gumby's really lucid today.
He must have got the dosage just right. Hit the sweet spot.
I just don't understand why I have to carry around a piece of paper that somebody could steal or that I could lose.
Don't lose it.
To cross artificially created fucking lines in the dirt.
You want to live in Star Trek, don't you?
Fuck yeah. We all do. Shut up.
Yes, we all do. Yeah. Come on, be honest. We all do.
Wait, which Star Trek?
TNG for me, man.
TNG.
To live in?
I'm just trying to decide whether I was going to make a racial slur.
The original series, do you see the skirts they were wearing? All right.
Yeah, they were all
Doesn't
from
matter.
like the
If you're
70s
actually living
and
in Star
60s,
Trek-
though, man. Like their hairstyles, Jesus Christ.
Free love.
All I gotta say is holodeck. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, then you have the same problem with that you have with the flashlight.
Clean up the bench.
Fucking holodeck ain't gonna squeegee itself out.
Well, you'd think in the 24th century they'd have a way to
Either
instant
you've
sanitize.
thought about the flashlight too much or you have one.
Thought about? Yeah.
Well, if you have the holodeck, then all you need is a Romulan disruptor.
Haters gonna hate.
Because it'll just completely disintegrate all organic material.
Yeah.
Which I haven't thought that out until now.
Yeah, right.
A disruptor and a black light.
Combine the two, you can have a black disruptor.
We can go write
Black Raptor.
an episode of Star Trek.
Yeah,
now.
for sure. This is a whole other vein of the
blaxploitation
fandom.
episode of TNG. LaForge dressed up in a pimp hat. Putting Dr.
Pimping
Crush
out
out on
Wesley.
the street. Pay yo daddy.
And silence fills the room again.
All right. Let me look
Well,
for-
I think what happened right now is half the internet just screamed out in alarm because of that visual.
Nobody listens to the show.
All right, never mind.
Half the internet's a bit of an
maybe somebody
exaggeration.
does. You don't
Hundreds
know.
of millions
Yeah.
versus 0.
We could be offensive enough to
There are people who listen to the show.
attract.
I know people who listen to the show.
So do I, and they prefer to remain nameless.
I got a text or Twitter message from somebody that said they appreciated the medal in the episode that I put in.
That's unfortunate. That's what they appreciate about
Like
the show.
heavy metal?
Yeah, I put a Lamb of God song in the middle of the last episode. So-
Kick ass.
Which one?
You would know if you would have listened.
It's Walk With Me in Hell.
I think he's got you, man.
Fair enough.
I just say the shit. I don't listen to it.
I'm here. I know how stupid I sound. I don't need to listen to it again.
Yeah, when I actually heard that...
I don't need to listen to the podcast to know how much of me got left in.
I think my favorite episode is still the one with Sherlock. Because hanging out with that dude was kick ass.
Yeah, no, he was awesome.
He was
I'd
a
love
fucking
to-
funny guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to have him on again.
Mike
The two
Sherlock.
Americans were really funny, too.
I missed that one.
On Tuesday evening, I will be interviewing Robert Laskowitz about...
I want to work on that.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But he
Bruce
is...
Buffer, you are not.
Yeah, I'll never be the guy who can say things properly.
I can't word. I have podcast can't words.
I'll never be the guy who can
Can't
word.
words.
No.
So we're interviewing Bruce Jenner. Is that what you just said?
You're just gonna have to deal with it. That's just all there is to it. But yeah, on Tuesday I'm interviewing Rob Laskowitz
Almost got it that time.
Lasquitz.
I'm guessing
from the Skepticality podcast.
the first question you're going to ask him is, how do you say your last name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lasquitz.
It ends in WICS.
TZ. Oh.
W-I what?
CZ.
Yeah, so it's
Quiz.
Laskowicz.
Lasquitz.
It's
Good. Robert.
So does that mean he's a Jew?
I'm not sure.
Are you a Jew?
We don't interview Jews around here.
Trigger alert.
But he knows about Stanislav Brzezinski, the quack from down in Texas, who is right now on trial and might lose his license.
Why do I recognize that name?
It's the cancer guy.
Yeah.
Oh, the holistic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Naturopath or whatever the fuck he calls himself.
He's
Horseshit
got a real
vendor.
medical degree,
Sociopath.
and he's been doing clinical trials with his bullshit quackery, but he's on trial right now. He might lose
I
his
think that's the only
license.
type of quackery there is bullshit quackery.
Bullshit quackery.
Well, he should almost be
Yeah.
having his feet held to the fire for fucking,
Well,
some
yeah,
sort
libel.
of thing that acknowledges his
Yeah.
role in people's deaths.
Yeah, he should be held liable.
And
No,
Sean
whatever that
does
looks
listen to the
like.
show when he gets a chance, so we will interview him eventually.
Sean
Yeah.
from the Pirate Party.
Yes.
Yes, we will be
that'll be
interviewing
fun.
him eventually.
Pirate Party.
Of Canada.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, right. The political party, right.
That I will be running for in 2020 or 2019, whenever the election is.
Gumby for PM.
MP, not PM.
MP, sorry.
Yeah, because we can't vote direct.
No.
And
But
that is
something
true, we
completely
can't.
unrelated. Have you seen Idiocracy?
Gumby for MP, eh? I can get behind that.
What's happening right now is I unplugged Raz's mic.
You're not supposed to
he's
do
a
that.
dick.
Because he's a dick.
That makes it strange because no one's ever unplugged your mic.
Oh, no, I've never stopped anybody. Dave's right beside me.
We haven't had to invoke the Gumby initiative yet. That's when
Not yet.
Dave pulls out the fucking bass guitar and gives him the El Kabong.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Next session will come around, but no, we're not actually doing it, Gumby. Just stay home. Don't worry.
We pulled out of our card table and home. Well, got anything else?
I was talking to my wife.
That's a good
Because
thing
people
to do.
that. People do that if they want to keep them, apparently.
Phrasing.
You keep yours?
Phrasing.
Where do you keep her?
And we were actually talking about the science of food, because some of our friends happen to be paleo.
I said the same thing as you did.
I agree. Sorry. Not sorry.
Not sorry.
Paleo is stupid. I don't know why. First off, before I get to what I was getting to, I don't know why people take food advice from people too dumb to invent the wheel.
Yeah.
But she said there's a lot of bad science out there. And I said, no, there is no bad science. There is science and not science. And that actually got me thinking that terminology is really important, because you get all these quacks, all these climate change deniers and all this shit. And they all talk about their side of their science and their proof and their scientists.
Well,
they
they're
don't
just
have those.
They're just muddying the waters, is what they're doing. You create doubt, and therefore, well, maybe they're right.
Well, the thing is, if people just had a better understanding that science is just science and there is no bad science, there's only truth and not truth, then you wouldn't have the issues. A lot of the issues would just go away.
Well, there seems to be a problem with the way, because technically they do have science.
I think there's
they
an
have-
access problem there.
Yeah.
They're fed a one-sided diet of examples.
Right. That's not representative of any real sampling. You have too small a sample, or
Well, they're taught to portray the outliers as the experts.
right. Yeah, exactly. So then they see something that confirms what they already want to be true. Like, I can eat all the meat I want, or I can eat all of this that I want.
Or they go the other way and say you can't have bacon because you'll die, even though it increases your chance of dying from whatever that cancer is from 5% to 6%.
Yeah, we already discussed the WHO.
Good. Because they're fucking idiots.
No, you're right, though. Like, although that's a separate issue. The things like the paleo diet, it's based on a very poor understanding of the way human body regulates things.
It goes forward, though, because there's always truth mixed in with bullshit.
True.
And
Well,
that
the greatest lie
perpetuates
has
stuff.
a smidgen of truth.
Yeah,
right?
it has a grain of truth. The thing about the paleo diet that seems right is we shouldn't be eating so much fucking bread and shit like that.
Well, it says no bread, no carbs. But there's carbs you have to have or you die.
No, the paleo diet isn't.
We're not trying to support the paleo
No, I know,
diet
I know.
here.
But they don't say no carbs. They say no grains. Like, I mean, there's other kinds of carbs. Like, don't say the no carbs, but they're trying to say no.
There's other kinds of carbs like fruits and fruit and vegetables.
It's basically
But a lot of those vegetables, paleos can't eat.
because they Yeah, that's where the real bullshit comes in because the cavemen didn't eat this. You know,
broccoli,
How the fuck do they know?
cauliflower, shit like that.
I have no idea.
Broccoli and cauliflower
I have
didn't
no
exist.
idea.
Interview one?
Yeah, I have no idea where they got this idea.
They're full of shit.
Because, I mean,
Yes, they are.
the whole premise is that human beings haven't been able to evolve, their dietary whatever from post agriculture. What a load of shit! Just look at the population explosion.
Well, and Jen brought that up.
Because people in those days, the paleo diet days, lived to be like fucking 300,000 years old, and we only live to like 80 now.
They got to live to the ripe old age and died in childbirth.
Yeah.
Or died at fucking childbirth.
They tend to die at like 35.
Or 0.
Yeah, that's right.
Or got eaten by a predator.
Yeah.
I think actually they died later than that. It's just
Maybe
that
that's what the paleo diet is.
The child mortality brings
Rate
the
was so
average
high.
down so much.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, you should look at the mean rather than the median rather than the mean.
But
Sorry.
it's
That's the right word.
once again, it's that whole idea of, and then I've seen the ads for it, like eat like a primitive, train like a savage. It's like, and they romanticize this idea of.
Well, see, they get half of it
Is that
right.
the warrior
they
diet?
They get exactly
Maybe it
Eat
might have
3
been
warriors a day.
Yeah, that's the one.
they get half of it right because eat food, burn more calories than you take in.
Yeah,
That's all there is to diet.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
and
basic.
make
That's
sure
all
you
there
get.
is to losing weight.
Yeah. Well, and gaining, you just need to have a lot of protein in there, really, and make sure you get enough vitamins, minerals, and salts without taking a multivitamin.
Ultimately, your macros will be covered by just a varied diet.
My macros are covered.
Your macros are covered.
I got everybody's macros covered.
But like you say, if you're looking to lose or even gain weight, you have to focus on your calorie intake. Calorie deficit, you're going to lose weight. A calorie excess, you're going to gain weight. It might not be the weight you want to gain, depending on your level of training. But you have to, your macros. Well, yeah, level of training. What do you call it?
I'm still level 1.
You don't train.
Gumby is over level 9,000, man. He's just bullshitting you.
Yeah. So paleo is bullshit.
They're all bullshit.
Yes, any fad diet is bullshit.
Anything that tells you to eat this and not that,
Generally bullshit. That's why, I have an exceptional metabolism, so I don't want to use myself as an example. But calorie deficit, people lose weight. That's generally how it goes.
But to the whole processed meat things, there's shit circulating. People are like, well, can you just avoid this by being vegetarian then?
Nope. Vegetarian doesn't keep you skinny.
It doesn't keep you skinny.
It's not about being skinny. It's about cancer.
Right. And actually, to an extent, there is something to be said about eating no meat or very little meat. It's actually not a bad life choice if you can make sure you have enough of your macros that you would get from meat. It's just that's why we have a varied diet.
I'll take the cancer.
Fair enough.
Your choice has been made. It's okay.
I've made my choice pretty clear. I can't give up red meat.
You had steak for supper. I had ravioli. I mean,
red meat is
we
where
both
the other
ate
white
cow.
meat.
Yeah. Yeah, red meat is where it's at.
Delicious.
Something that I thought was interesting in this whole, that I actually didn't realize in this whole thing, was that pork is a red meat.
I always thought it was a white meat.
Yeah, that's what I always thought, but it's...
I guess chicken is the white meat.
Yes. Technically,
there is no
pork,
other white meat.
I
pork
guess.
is
cat.
a red meat. I didn't see that listed anywhere that I saw.
German.
It's way at the bottom.
You weren't looking at Chinese menus.
No, I was not. Yeah. No, I wasn't.
Germans are the other white meat.
Germans
Now
are the other
I've
white
got Austin Powers in my head.
I suspect
the other
I
white
suspect that Germans would be a red meat.
Yeah, but the marbling is awful.
That's American.
Too skinny.
They're too skinny. Yeah.
Yeah, you need a nice fucking corn-fed fucking Kobe.
I have a sneaky
Badass
suspicion that
from
all long pig would
Mississippi.
be red meat.
Yeah. Long pork.
Long pig.
I took that from a TV show.
You need to get the extra big smoker for the long pig.
Yeah.
Oh, that is historical.
Is it?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I just took it from Supernatural.
yep. Well, they got that. That's actually historical.
Okay, cool.
We don't know what you mean.
It was an actual euphemism for cannibalized people.
Cannibalism is long pork. Human.
That's what we used to call it.
Yeah. Well, it was Polynesia. That's where a lot of that came from. If I remember right, I could be wrong, but
Yeah, I think that was.
Isn't that where like a lot of our T-shirts come these days?
Polynesia.
Yeah, aren't there like a lot of
mine do.
laborers there sewing our T-shirts and stuff, or is that a different place?
Well, that's kind of not necessarily.
Well, Polynesia just refers to the
Island
tiny
chains.
islands that dot the Pacific Ocean. Right?
Everywhere from New Zealand's considered part of Polynesia.
Yeah.
Like the Maori were Polynesian.
Most of my shirts come from China, but most of my shirts are pro-Trump.
Of course they are.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I'd vote for him.
let's call her. I got no real podcast shout-outs this week, this episode. Do you guys have any podcasts you think that people should listen to?
New Dan Carlin Hardcore History out.
I saw that. That's fucking awesome. I have to listen to that.
I haven't listened to it yet.
I don't drive enough to listen to podcasts.
Yeah, that's all I do. Like I drive around all goddamn day pretty much and just listening to podcasts.
Well, if you drive, it makes sense to me.
If the rumors are correct, the Irreverent Skeptics will be starting podcasting again soon.
We have quite the lineup coming to the conference.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't think we've ever actually talked about that.
Well, no, I play
the
the
show.
ad every episode, but no, we
When
haven't
is
actually
that again?
spoken. April 30th, 2016.
Can I get a ticket off you?
Off me? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I can sell you one through the Eventbrite app.
Oh, okay, cool.
That wasn't a plug.
shifttoreason.eventbrite.ca.
That was a plug.
Blatant, I believe.
Shameless.
You're a plug.
Also known as shameless.
You're a plug.
You're a plug.
No, you're a towel.
No, you're a towel.
So we have the Unholy Trinity.
Yes, we have Matt Dillahunty, Seth Andrews, and Aaron Raw. We also have Nathan Phelps from Calgary.
Who I apologize for insulting on a post that he made on Facebook because I took it as not satire.
Mm-hmm.
But I have begged his forgiveness.
That
and
awkward moment when your sarcasm is so advanced that everybody else thinks you're stupid.
beyond level 9. Yeah, man.
Yeah. We also have Levetta Luening from the Secular She Thinkers of Wisconsin, I believe. We've got David Richards from our local CFI is going to be the MC, and Angela Redcop is one of our speakers. She's also local.
She's going to stay out of the panel discussion now, right?
Yes, she's not going to be part of the panel discussion. We'll have about 45 minutes for each speaker throughout the day, and then a panel discussion at the end of the day.
And then an after party.
VIP
That'll be
after party.
Very good.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Supposed to plan it. I have nothing started, but it'll
It's
be
okay.
good.
I've got it under control.
Awesome. I can just show up then.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's what happens when you actually get days off that are more than 2 in a week and they're together 6 in a row.
Yeah.
This guy's bitching about his days off. He's like, "Oh, I only have 6 hours of freedom to do stuff in
It's
7 days in a row."
It's not 6 hours of freedom when you have to spend 2 of them at the gym and
Technically,
4
you
of
don't
them doing
have to do that.
Yes, you have to do that.
No, you don't have to do it.
This is why I think we should bring back right to work legislation.
Or you'll die.
Yes. Or you'll die.
Oh, that about it.
That's about it. I think we'll take off.
We'll finish this episode with the definition of need. We'll start with Renee. And then go on to Corey.
Kneading is taking some dough and moving it around with your
Not
hands.
knead with a K.
You didn't specify.
That's the past
Not
tense
with
of
a K.
it's a past
I am
tense.
now.
Not too late.
It's the past tense of the verb that means to ram your knee into someone's face.
Or groin. Or groin.
So if we can do the
Really,
thank you and the
anything.
disclaimer.
The definition of need is something that's needed.
Something that has been need.
You're all muted.
We just wanted to say thanks to everyone who listens to us, shares the show, gives us a rating on iTunes or Stitcher, or supports us through Patreon and Gumroad. We don't have a lot of interaction sometimes with our listeners, but what we have had proves that we attract some of the best people around. Smart, kind, and cool. An audience truly worthy of the titles hardcore and woo-free. Thanks for helping us make the world a smarter place.
This is an opinion-based podcast. Each person on the podcast is responsible for their own opinions, and those opinions don't necessarily reflect the views of the rest of the panel. Any guests or anyone associated with the people on the podcast, such as spouses, partners, children, other family members, friends, or employers. No one person speaks for the podcast with the possible exception of Corey, and he doesn't speak for anyone else on the show. The Brainstorm podcast does not represent the views of our sponsors.